Hello guys, in this very long video I am playing the first 100 maps that were uploaded and published in Trackmania. To make it a bit more interesting, 75 of the maps are user-made and 25 of the maps are made by Nadeo themselves in the Alpha Spring campaign. You'll really notice that the maps have a different style and aesthetic and simplicity because there just weren't that many blocks to use back then and people were still figuring things out. But it's really fun to go down memory lane and see how we got to the maps we have nowadays compared to where it all began. With all that said, I really hope you enjoy the video. Also, if you're wondering about the background, no big changes are happening there. I'm just at my parents' place for a nice week off. But with all that said, please enjoy the video. The timer is running, drive alone. The top players all have the exact same time here. 7:691. I guess it has to do with the fact that the slow-mo makes you cross the finish line on the same frame a lot, so that's why the times are tied and then they drive perfect, but that's pretty absurd that they all have the exact same time. I'll give this map 2 minutes of our precious time. 2 minutes and then we go next. All right, just one more improvement, guys. We're almost done with the map. Just one more run. We're almost there. Damn it, this PB is strong. How did people go 300s faster? I don't get it. I'm gonna lose my mind. All right, there we go. We'll take it. Still 200s to go. Let's see how the players got this 5-way tie. Rotaker was first, to his credit. Here we go. Lock in. Oh. Perfect first turn. Perfect second turn, and they all equalize. Yeah, interesting. Would be legendary if someone now comes along and goes for this. Just, why not? Also, the timer was a prank. I'm sorry to say, we are actually just at 3 minutes on the timer. But you can trust the green timer otherwise, guys. You shouldn't lose trust in the green timer. Second map, likely ever built in Trackmania, training O2 from the private alpha before the game even released. Validated by Ayabo, but he was likely not the mapper originally. Someone from the Nadeo Studios instead were. Trying to no slide seems to be key on this. No slides were known, by the way, even before the game came out. People knew about dirt no sliding. But what kind of started becoming more known in 2022 and onwards is the so-called quantum sliding, which is no sliding with more than 200 speed, or no sliding in 4th gear. It was not so well known or established that that was faster, which we now know is just like trivial. So if you can gear up before the drop down, you'll be very fast. But Susui, kind of crazy time. Not sure how yet. I think a skip is warranted soon though, considering what lies ahead. Don't get attached. Oh, this is good. Alright, we're gonna skip. Top 64, Division 1 on the map. Let's take it. Let's see the record from Susui on map 2. Wow, no air brake. I thought you had to air brake to get over the bump, and then they're early on the outside. Snap. Oh, snap early 4th gear. Oh, that's really nice, actually. Map 6. Also looks pretty basic. We have a booster. A loop and a drift. And a finish, okay. We have Nadeo maps from 2008 that had more complexity than this. Again, we're not gonna give them too much flack because I think this was for the tester's eyes only. This is like not polished for the public. Just a placeholder map to make sure the blocks functioned and like connected together, I'm guessing, and all that stuff. It's kind of fun actually to hunt this one. Here you could actually realistically see the timer skip an hour if I start going for this. It's fun. It's not enough, though, for me to one-up fully hunted, but I'm close. I'm getting attached to the idea of going for this. Because, like, you have this drift line, which... Because the finish is so far away, it gains. I don't know. I'm gonna detach here, I'm gonna detach. We're gonna check out the records. Harry versus Hobbit. Didn't do the diagonal drift line, loop line. And inside drift, okay, a very good drift. Needs to be said. But maybe the wide thing isn't faster. Do like one more run, though. That's slower. I hesitated. Could have done better. Alright. We're breaking free. Next map. Here we have, I think, Nadeo wanting to give players the real dirt experience. They made all the dirt blocks so smooth in this game, and then players gave them feedback saying this is not how dirt was supposed to be enjoyed. And then we have this. Clearly, by the way, a shortcut as well. I'm a fan of shortcuts. So, I don't mind this. But it's not working as I intended. Wait, I've played a map like this, and this gap is like crazy to climb over. I might not be able to do that. Just use the elevation to climb, but it's so far away. Like this, and then like... Stopping the car over here feels very slow. I don't like that. And you can't just go over this, I think. Oh, this is probably it. Like this, crashing the nose so that it bumps up the nose. And then the nose goes on to the next layer. This is what I'll try for a bit. Yeah. So you get that. And then here... Oh, you don't even need to overwall. You just jump. Why is Pyramid Guy playing racing games? I'd want to be doing more Pyramid Guy things, to be honest. But there's not so much going on in the Pyramid world as of right now. We're kind of just waiting for the big void to be explored. Recently, though, one fascinating thing that's happened is that some YouTubers have found ancient diaries from French soldiers in 1798, which is the year where the French invaded in Egypt, and there was the Battle of the Pyramids. And so during that time, some of the French were surveying and measuring the pyramid and stuff, and they went up to the top. And a lot of them measured the size of the summit. And so based on these accounts, in the summer of 1798, they've found out that, oh, at this point, there must have been so and so many stones left at the top. Like, from that time until now, several courses of stonework at the top have just been pushed off the top. But the question then is, like, when was the main damage done? Because in 1798, as the French arrive, it's mostly intact. And then a few months after that, like 2-3 courses of stonework is missing. The argument goes that some people claim the French did it during the battle to have like the top of the pyramid as a military outpost or something, and they wanted to widen the plateau. Some people claim it was done for tourism by the locals, widening the plateau so they could have like dinner parties and stuff at the top of the pyramid, which they did back then. There's some crazy pictures. But yeah, it really comes down to, did the French grief the pyramid or did the locals? And this one new account that I mentioned does lean more in favor of the French doing it. Before it's been more up in the air. Now it's seeming more likely that the French did it. Where did the stones go? Very simply, they just tumbled them off the top. If you walk around the pyramids, there's tons of stones just lying about that were once on the pyramid but no longer. They didn't steal it to build houses, so the outer work, the outer stones, the very outer casing stones, those were taken off in the 1300s. Like, very early for building material, because they're very nice stones. They are of the finest Torah limestone. Oh! It's gonna be first gear again. This is very cowardly, but I went wide to keep second gear so I could make this jump. And the shortcut. That's 22nd! Not a lot of people did the skip, but what did Harry, David, and Tass do? Wow. That doesn't feel right. And look at this! They do actually go wide for the speed so they can jump to the finish. Yeah, I did think that gap was difficult. I didn't think they actually managed. Impressive. T09, the 9th track out of 100. We've got a long way to go. I can't really be spending 20 minutes per map, or it's gonna take forever. But I do want to see them. We have a engine off precision map. And I don't recognize rank 1, so that's cool. No way to get past the engine off, I don't think. No way to skip. No, I say no way to skip to the finish, but those ramps are conspicuous. Maybe silly to try this before even driving in the track, but what if? I mean, we're not getting the downhill rolling power that I otherwise would. Yeah, this is too slow. You could finish the map this way, but it's very slow. Kafar, Dixon, and also Mad Mike, thank you guys. Happy holidays to you too. That is decent. 15.8, I think. Oh, 15.5. What did Scrosps do? My chances of a girlfriend is in 5th place. I see, I see. Sorry to hear. So what an insane run. He was a little hesitant with the precision in the ending. Still a very nice run though. This looks like CO8. What have they done to CO8? It's like the most scuffed CO8 remake. If you guys haven't seen this map before, I'll quickly show you. This is a Nations Forever map. This map right here is what they're showing. Let's, I guess, for the best demo of the map itself, watch Demon. They've like squished it, so you have all these zigzag turns, but they're squished with low speed. This flows. This makes sense. The other one is like, what the hell? It's CO8 without the obstacles. It's just CO8. Also missed opportunity to make this SO8 instead of SO3. Let's see how it plays. There's a crazy skipper, I think. Either they've all done it or just Nace with a crazy skip on the map. I'm driving like a 37. Not my best work. But surely... No, there might be something much simpler, right? Surely you can take the top checkpoint first, then do some stuff and get this checkpoint, and then from here jump back to the dirt road. I think that's the solution. There have been shortcut routes suggested on the real CO8 that sorta do this, but it's a lot harder on the real. Wouldn't... Wait, can I go this way? I take that. Ah, yeah. This should make more sense, I think. Who is this guy? Why am I subbed? I'm back to life. Rob Hook, thank you for the resub. Back to life on the Twitch channel. Appreciate you guys still sticking around. So I wanted to... Where is it? I wanted to go... There! Okay, we gotta try again. If you can jump to this and then jump over there, that would be the plan. And after this, you'd want to jump to the dirt road to complete the shortcut. And pace-wise, it's looking good, but is it actually possible? Wow, yes! Okay. 28 with this is a mental run, but I'm curious. It's very similar to the summer 2020 shortcut. That's kind of nice, the map 19 one. Alright, so I did get a start. Time to not blow it. I mean, he finishes now. Like, what? I did a perfect run. I must say, it was perfect. And I'm 2 seconds behind. Show me how. Show me how. In the start, I'm not even that far. He's 0.2 ahead at this point. Oh. Oh, what? Oh, that's smart. I mean, this I realized you could do, but I thought now you're going the wrong way. But an overwall here. Clever. Next map. Map 17. Yeah, this is BO5 Race Remake. Okay. BO5, but a bit different. Where's the... No. Wait, where's the block? Did they not have the block? I just pictured like this map was made before they had the smoothing block, but clearly they did, right? Yeah, they did have this block, so they should have put it here too. But maybe the limitations were there. Anyway. Nations Forever, you do 1 drift tap and then keep it. So I'm gonna try that here too. Just 1 brake tap at the start of the turn and then you go full speed. This? No, that's not great, but... Oh, they did that. Interesting. The scenery is placed lower here so you can crash. In Nations Forever, no matter how fast you go, it's impossible to crash. But honestly, think about this though. How smart is this for an alpha, right? If you want to compare how the car physics work, how different blocks and combinations work, you test it against already existing maps and already existing blocks, right? That makes a lot of sense to do. Because you can have the point of view of, haha, they were silly and didn't know what to build with their new game, but actually, testing against old track designs by design might be 5-head. Might be very smart. I don't know. I am gonna watch the records at this point. Scrosps again. I'm sure I knew who this was once upon a time, but with name changes and all, it's not easy to say. Oh, it's just a release. Wow, what a turn. Ooh, this is a really good one. The maps are poorly designed if you're honest. Fair, fair. Fair critique. SO8. Even 5 years ago, they had it right. The first 08 map in this game. Beautiful. I mean, this is iconic. First downhill simulator in the game. Wait, Scrosps, you were always Scrosps. You're here. Damn, bro, you're sick. I don't recognize the name. I'm sorry. Sick runs. Now I feel very bad. I thought you would like have packed up shop and like started a family and seen your kids go to college and stuff. You do long breaks. All right. Okay. Then I'm not gonna feel too bad for my blunder. I think here you can do something like this. But then for the last one, a lot of airtime seems bad. So I want to land on the side here. And with the times, I mean, maybe it's controllable. So I want to land to the left now. Can I do that? Yo, that's pretty good. 41st. I think I have the right idea, but I just haven't gotten it that clean yet. Are AOA maps fun? They are. There is this feeling of... There's 2,861 people that have played this, but I will be the one that gets the perfect downhill. All these people have tried, but they just aren't me. I am the one. And that's why you play them. Because it's really fun to imagine yourself being that guy. I was not fully that guy, but being 7th place on the that guy list is still pretty good. How did he get a point 11? Elbow derp. Makes no sense. My run was perfect. Yeah, this left steer I figured out, but here, okay. No way. Middle is better? I kinda don't believe it. I'm going next. I'm going next. We hit 130. I'm going next. There's still like 81 maps to play. I'm not gonna be able to run through them all this stream, but we will play until we get there in total. This is also a campaign track, though it ended up being Summer 2020 map 16. But it's way shorter. I remember contending for this world record just after the campaign came out. It had a shortcut on the sausage blocks here, but this version doesn't. That's a 33. We can do better. So it was one drift tap over here. Oh, but it's still a bit different. No, it's the same. It's the same. I'm tripping. And then I think you just went low and did this full outside. And then low drift. Yeah, you drifted through the entire turn low. Okay, one more. This is fun. There's not so much like first discovery, but it's rediscovery right now. But okay, not gonna spend too much on a map I already know. This will have to do. But yeah, I think they're gonna do a drift from like here and just keep it going to the finish. That was 26th. Let's see Tass versus Harry. What's your old time? Well, the map was like 44 seconds, the original. I can show it to you. I'd say the one they updated was better than this first version. So they do indeed go up here. Oh, nice no slide. And then a pretty early drift. Not exactly what I described, but cool. Let me show you. 16? No, 17. Rookie mistake. 44-second map. I was 5th world here. I think the corny reckoned is more recent. I think Kato had this one. Dude, I'm driving with the Nuravin car skin. Ancient stuff. Oh, terrible start for me. Even 5 years ago, I was not very good at this. But then you had the shortcut up here. So you crash the wall, and then crash this and get a flip up here. Acceleration penalty, look at this. It was so terrible to play with. But then I must have had a decent end. Caught a lot of time back. But yeah, here you had old acceleration penalty. So after crashing the wall, you had a debuff on your car for 2 seconds. So I crashed here now, and so you see corny speed compared to mine. It's crazy that this was in the game back then. And they've nerfed it since. Anyway, let's go back. Map 22. S12. We're almost done with all these alpha maps, and we can try the first community maps. I did just want to at some point check out this campaign, and here it would only be right to do so. But we have another Nations Forever remake. Can anyone tell me which one this is? Iconic map. I remember hunting this one in 2016. Trying to get the world record. And joining fastest way only. Wave Demon seems to know the number. Damn. It's C12. C12. Impressive Demon that you know the numbers. Joking, of course, Demon, one of the best Nations Forever players. Demon, I'm really cheering for you for EO5. I hope you still have some time to hunt it, either before New Year's or after. Because that map has your name on it. No pressure, of course. You will tomorrow? Okay, lock in. Guys, you heard it here first. New EO5 world record tomorrow, December 30th. Join Demon Stream for the spectacle. In the meantime, let's take a look at tasks. They cut this one! Oh, that's something I should have known. Wait, how did they get to the finish? With a wall bang. Smart, damn. And map 25, the last from the alpha campaign. It's 7 minutes for the world record. Alright guys, it's time for a nap. It's time for a quick nap. 8 minutes of undistracted driving. At least the author medal is well within reach. Forgive me if I don't compare and analyze in high detail how the world record was done here. I think we're just gonna set a time and go next. 8:23, 13th world. Okay. Whew. Out of 1,000 players, top 13. Damn, who's this slow player behind me? Crazy. So guys, in 2 hours we completed the spring 2020 campaign. That was all the first maps from the alpha testing. Now we're gonna go to Trackmania Exchange and check out the 75 first community-made tracks in the game. So after recording pretty much the entire video, I realized I forgot to show one crucial map, and to get the timeline straight, we have to add it in here. This is the map 13 Important, which was actually built in February of 2020 by the French streamer Serrator. There was a tournament held in Lyon, France, and in that tournament they did the first ever showcase of what would be the new Trackmania game, and in the show, Serrator built a map, and that's what we're going to check out now. So this is incredibly bare bones. If you pull up some of the footage of Serrator building this map, you'll really see that there is not a lot of blocks to use. There's just, I mean, it even says Shoot Mania in the top left because they were using a build of their prior shooter game as a baseline for this game. Not code and all, so this is the map right here, and it was also, you know, built with some signs to promote the first ever Serrator Cup in the game in July of 2020. But yeah, you do see he used a lot of the new surfaces, ice as well, in the bobsleigh here. And then you had the slow motion. And if you have enough speed, you can get the booster. I have already played this one before, and I think I got it in a random map challenge, so I'm not gonna try to hunt it that much. We did not beat the author time with that run though, so I will do one more. But yeah, such a cool piece of the history that I felt I cannot leave it out, since we know this map was built in February 2020. That's pretty crazy. It was quite fortunate that that event could take place, because it was basically just before the coronavirus hit Europe properly and you couldn't do in-person events anymore. And also, that's part of the reason why the release date of the game was moved actually to July. The original release date that they announced would be in May, the 5th of May 2020. But then they pushed it back because they just had to shift to working from home and all that stuff. But yeah, this is the map. I'm gonna do one more run here and then we'll get back on track with the rest of the user-made maps. But hope you guys enjoyed this quick little addition. Also, you should try to count how many different shirts I'm wearing in this video, because I do think we are approaching a record number for the channel. There's few videos I've had to do so many different sessions for, but this was one of them, so some pretty good time here, more speed, and then a proper release timing towards the finish. I'm almost PBing, I think. Yeah, close. Juju Master with a 37.2 though, incredible time. Anyway, let's get back on track. Enjoy the rest of the video. And you find the first map uploaded is Alive by Kaisla, uploaded on 1st of July. This map has been my baby throughout the whole alpha phase. I started on day 1 of the alpha and kept evolving the map through the alpha. As new blocks got added and or changed, it's not perfect, but I think it's pretty good for a first proper full speed with these new blocks. It's not easy to finish. Oi, it took him 4 hours for a clean run? Should be much more manageable with respawns. I vaguely remember this map, reading that. 500 finishers. 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 500 finishers I don't know how many have a clean run though. But yeah, this is the path. And then there is some crazy stuff going on. This was already a mistake, apparently. The golden hype train gives the Twitch experience a new meaning. Don't let them scam you, chat. I appreciate the support. Don't let them get you. They're so sneaky. I think Twitch is really trying to up the 2025 revenue the last couple of days. Because they've like put gift subs on a discount. They added the gift 1000 feature. And now they're spamming hype trains. Like, I don't think corporate can be very happy. Twitch is pulling all the levers. Okay, we're surviving. Yes, wow, yeah. I vaguely remember this wall ride with the waypoint sign. And now you might have like seen maps that are far more impressive than this, right? But when this came out, it was talked about. It was like, whoa. I have to restart here because I missed the path. But then it's a drop down and into a corkscrew, speed capped onto this block down there. We're just gonna have to try to survive. Also, how sick is this? Like, first map. We're gonna play some map that looks like it's been pieced together by a toddler. And then we have Kaisla's alpha testing map. And that's okay, but quite the start. And I think deserving of number 1. ID number 1. Ow. I don't think I can do a one-shot run here either, by the way. It seems like the author time hasn't one-shot with it being 6 seconds slower. Oi. Down. $120 no respawn timer. Yeah, so the author time is doable with our respawn. I did say all author times, so Kaisla's made this one very difficult. But I just need a survival run. So far, flawless, and then wall ride, and then down, and then up again. Oh, the loop first, and then up again. Now it's the up again. This thing is what I meant. And then it goes down at the checkpoint. And I clipped too much. I think... Wait, is there a speed check? Or can I beat 126 with this? No terrible speed check yet. Oh my god, we're through already. One wheel clip. I didn't see where to go at all, but we survived. Let's go to map 2. That means map 27. Couldn't load map? Disaster. What's happened? A lot of them are gone. It would never strike me to delete my Trackmania Exchange map. Map 3 exists. So we'll check out 3. We have Sky Polar. 3,000 players. Let's take a look. This was not a track of the day. And already we're seeing way more blocks used. Way more different stuff. We had grass there for a split second. Sharp turn, I like it. Oh, very sharp. Are we gonna see ice? First person to submit a map with ice. Would be interesting to know who it was. Ice driving. Slow-mo finish. We got a 3620. Pink trees, rip frames. Yeah, that was also a thing. I don't know if they ever fixed the lag from the pink trees. Maybe it's still there. But this is like good transitional mapping. And he did use free blocking a bit too, which was kind of new. In all Trackmania games prior, you could not place blocks off grid. So that was a novel thing to do at this point. Probably actually gonna see a lot of experimentation with free blocking because like before in Trackmania, and what you saw with this map from Kaisla, map 1, is that they were chasing these creative transitions. Like, you're on a grid, what's the best block combination to give a smooth drop down? Stuff like that. But since you can now place blocks off grid, you can make any transition butter smooth. Which is sort of high mapping standard that they were going for. I'm enjoying this one. I think I enjoyed the other one more. But for its time, I mean, this is a really good map. There we go. This is like the line I was hoping for a bit. 0.4 only. What are these records? Especially knowing that a lot of them are from the release day only, it's crazy I'm this slow in comparison. We got 42nd. Let's see the skeet. Wide here for no airtime, yes. 5th gear early, great landing for the skeet, wow. And just a late brake tap, so he goes more inside, sets up this one early, slows down all the way, but it's okay because he gets good setup here. And then wide, yeah, so he gets the speed to the finish. Feed gets very close here though, almost snipes it away. But nice, that was map 3 technically, but map 2 out of the community made ones. Map 4 couldn't load, map 5 load, so this is... We're just gonna consider the ones that don't load lost media. So this is map 28 of the run. Are you doing Mario Kart again? I haven't played Mario Kart in a bit. But I know it's still active and people have gotten so crazy at it. So maybe if there's like a community lobby with streamers or a Twitch rivals or something like that. But just for stream content, probably not. If there's no occasion. The one I get a lot of requests for is Polytrack. Every day someone is like, Virtual, please play Polytrack, please, I've made a map. The game has gotten so good, I swear. Please play more Polytrack. It seems to be the new Trackmania that the youngsters play. Like, it's just, it runs on any computer probably, and so that's where it's at. If you don't have a good setup yet. So, I might have to return to Polytrack, let me know. But anyway, this is cool, no? Cut to Black by Aethel? I really like it. What conspiracy do you think might actually be true? I hear a lot of conspiracies now that I'm interested in the topic of Egyptology and pyramids and stuff. I don't believe in nothing too crazy. But I think that the Ministry of Antiquities in Egypt have severely griefed the Great Pyramid to facilitate more tourism. And will never acknowledge that. Or really fund or enable research that shows that they did indeed grief the pyramid. More specifically, the big step in the Grand Gallery. So I think they know they messed up, but they don't want to admit it. Let's see if we can find map 6 loads. It's map 29. Aethel, wow, building 2 maps day 1. Cooked. Also, 32,000 players. My lord. What happened here? Is this a full speed server map? Yeah, this might have been an Evo beginner. So there's this really popular, used to be popular online server called Evo Full Speed Beginner. And this just has to be one of the tracks that were on there. It's not a track of the day. I think. It's not. So it's gotta have been on that server from the dawn of the game. 4th place is called Virtual Pro State. Most people say locked in, but bro is in his pro state. I get it. Some people say flow state too. Maybe locked in wasn't a word in 2020, so they used pro state. The best state to be in. Interesting comment. There's ice at the end here, but it's useless. Yeah, I wouldn't count it as like the first useless. It's the first placed ice blocks. Okay, we can say that. But not really someone who took the time to figure out how ice driving worked. I am trying to speed slide here. It's not much, but it's honest work. But that guy is pretty good, guys. Like, getting such a fast time here means you're a great full speed player, and I cannot claim to be that good. I actually think I know the player. I think it's a player called Raven West. TMNF full speed player who is indeed in the pro state on the leaderboard. Could be either him or there's a guy called Alex as well, I think it was, who's using the Belarusian flag. But my lord, I said author times. You'd think the first 2 author times in the game were pretty bad, but no, this one is really strong. No. Please be enough. Yes, okay, a few. Dude, I almost threw. It was so good for the start, and then I almost went way too wide. Let's see what my gameplay would look like in the pro state. Beautiful turns. Much better speed slide. Precise steering timing to start the speed slide afterwards. Low air time into the wall ride. Long speed slide before climbing up, and then another one here and another one there. Flick left, right, another one out of the loop, and another one there. Just spamming speed slides, but a little bit bad in the last one. Makes it not a world record. Cool. Guys, that's 33 maps done today, I think. Meaning we have 60-something left for tomorrow to do. We'll have to power through those. Guys, map 11, the 11th map ever uploaded, is the first one we can properly call an ice map. It's called Here's Some Ice For You, built by Arcus. I don't know if Arcus was in the beta testing, but we officially have ice. And since we're spawning on an ice block, we will have an advantage over very old records. I'm not sure if this is so smooth, but that's part of the beauty. Like, when this was built is when we knew the least about how ice worked at all. Like, nothing was smooth because no one really understood it. Like, even with a full crash, I am 50th on the leaderboard, you know? Or 50%. So I think if we slow down a bit, we can do a little speed gain up the hill. Something of the sort. People wouldn't really have known how to ice slide yet, right? So ice sliding is not how you'd build the first ice maps. It is like try to drive in a straight-ish line. But yeah, super curious to like go back to not knowing and trying to think how we approach this, because I've kind of forgotten. Like, you just, after playing so much, you just build up these rules about like, oh, for this type of turn, I must do this type of steering and what have you. But here, it's all a bit foreign. Why is World Record so far ahead? Because I think I'm skill issued. Tiger Shark, explain yourself. Show us how. Bobsleigh turn. Oh. But was this set during the Ice Wiggle meta? Because then it might be very hard to beat. There's some wiggling going on. Oh, nice. Okay. It could be even older. I actually want to see. A year ago. September 2024. Wow. The record from before was from 2021. So Tiger Shark came back to play the first ice map also. That's nice. But yeah, literally just this. He did this, but faster than I did this. And then trying to build up speed so you can go like that. I don't think I can beat this. Are you going hunt campaign at all? The current one? Probably not. I exerted my hunting energy on D14. That was the product before Christmas. And so having done that one now, I feel very content for a while. Until you get the itch again of like, oh, I gotta go for a record on something. I think we'll take this PB, guys, and then go to the next map. That is about as good as I can do. It's 1 second behind Tiger Shark, who we saw just did a really sick run, but cool to see some ice. Let's hope that continues. Map 12. Wait, 200,000 players and it's an 8-second map? This might be the most competitive short map we've ever had. I have no idea what the context for this map is. Why was it made for an event? Was it put on a server sometime? Oh, you know, there was a server called like Mr. Lag Maps, or was it Mr. DVD Maps? But yeah, huge player count. I expect there to be an event or something for this, but yeah, what the hell is the strategy? Oh, I just got a much better gear shift, but wait, I want to get a good run. Not like world record or anything, but just a 0.7, 0.8, 0.7. Shengar, thank you for the raid and the fantastic Bong Cup. I had a lot of fun today. Feedback from my side, bit less rally car next time, but it was good rally car maps for the most part, so no complaints. We get a 876. I'll take that for this one. Let's check the world record from Papadoli. Of course he's Swedish. Oh my god. Getting smurfed. Smurfed on. You overdosed on rally on New Year's? Alright, no worries. Yeah, what is this? He crosses penalty and everything. Doesn't matter apparently. Interesting stuff. Here we have Cherry Blossom by Forever. No, this was not a track of the day. There's one that looks a lot like this. And you have to go back in time, right? So... Oh my god, the auto time looks strong, by the way. But you have to go back in time and think that there was no scenery blocks. There really was nothing. So for scenery, the best you could do is kind of just spam pink trees and snow trees and... Okay, there's a red booster. Like, you kind of just had to go by with what was there. It's not respawnable either. I don't think Forever knew this when he built the map. But it's actually really well built. For a reason that I wanted to get into. Which is that you land on a block of ice. And then you get icy tires. And when you have icy tires, you can steer more. So if you made this transition with any other block than the icy block here, the turn wouldn't have worked out so well. But now it's really satisfying and smooth because it's an ice block there. Which has to be just pure happenstance. Just, oh, this looks smooth, but it actually works really well, so. Credit. We need 500ths. Is it fast enough? Six, 7, but it's too slow. Sorry. Thought I was better than that. Me too. I thought I was better than dabbing when that was a thing, and then you start doing it a bit ironically, you know? That's when you end up in the loophole. You do it a couple times ironically, like, haha, remember those dabs? And then soon you're just doing it on impulse. You can't help yourself. Back in 2022, you would dab in every other video. Please don't go back and check. That's one thing that's kind of nice, is like, YouTube doesn't really recommend old videos until they are a sort of time capsule. That's when you get them recommended, like 15 years later, when that time is bygone. But 5 years ago is just irrelevant. Sort of. I loved dabbing for every ultimate medal I get. That was peak. That never happened. Surely I didn't do that. I don't remember. I mean, sometimes I've had stupid ideas. Oh my god, I beat it by 2,000ths. You have to look at this edit I did of the dab. What is this, Buckley? And with that, let's see how it went. Guys, it's literally... Ooh. Oy, oy, oy. It's powerful stuff. Powerful stuff. What can I really say about that? 6-7. 6-7. That's all I gotta say. Send me the clip in another 3 years. Pushing 40. In another 3 years, I'll still be in my ripe 20s. 20s. I'll be young. For the entirety of the 2020s, I'll be in my 20s. What a beautiful thing. I feel like the maps are slowly getting better. It's hard to say. The first ones were not that great, but they were built by Nadeo, and these are community made, so... Yeah, I'm liking these though. I like that they're trying, you know, a lot of different things. Here we have every surface represented, I think is the theme. So we'll have some ice. Oh, but he... Wow, yeah, because he didn't know how to drive ice, so he put ice on the press forward ending. So it's a map where we use every surface, but what a silly excuse for an ice part that is at the end. Understandable though. There was no plastic at this time, no water. Author time established. Think I can do a 22 without too much effort. Free will is debatable. Free will isn't real. Really? I didn't have to do that. Could have chosen not to, but it is so unbelievably not necessary that I decided to do it to prove. At any point, you can revive the dab on your own terms. Of course I had to PB just after. Just after. Okay, well. That was probably the first and last dab of 2026. The skeet just cutting more of the sand. Smart. Guys, we tried this a little bit longer. This is a nice map, and we've already gotten very far. The world record did not keep 5th gear, which I then consider it more beatable than before. Oh, almost. Yeah, nice. Still a lot more possible, of course, but that's faster than I thought. 5:04. We could have skipped that 5 hours, but then we wouldn't have beaten the record. And okay, it's maybe not the most exciting record to have, but it is a record nonetheless. Let's check out the next one. How did Sweet Tooth KO beat Insanity without using Drift? I don't actually know. We have an intro even. I've played this. Park by Pangolin. I have had this in Random Map Challenge, I'm pretty sure. Or did I play it just for fun on stream? No, this looks very Random Map Challenge-y. Like something you can quite quickly get. Did not know I had played this. Yeah, my record is also very similar to what you might get in RMC. One completion. Nice. Good speed for the second lap. Maybe a pre-drift that almost crashed, but it worked out. Yeah. Here I might go for a little bit faster, just to have done so. Also with ARPA in the records, it makes me think there's a shortcut, but I don't think there is. Wait a second. You know, there might be a... Oh! Big brain! My camera froze, but did you guys see that? It's all ring checkpoints. The mapper only plays ring checkpoints, and with ring checkpoints, you cannot double respawn from them. It always puts you back to start. So, in lap 2, you can double respawn to the finish. Really clever. Yeah, with ARPA and the records, I thought there would be something. Curious when they found this. It's a very smart idea. The skeets run is fast, yeah. But I can gain a bit in the start, you see? So, like... I got a feeling we can beat this. Feels like the skeet has gone on... You know, the skeet has gone on this journey, I think, of just going up one map ID by one. And trying to beat all the records. And that feels like we're walking down the same path. Except we're not trying to beat all the records, but... I don't know what to say. It's like this, yeah, you're walking the same path as someone else. It's kind of cool. You call him the Skeet? Yeah, his full tag is, used to be at least, Disc EET. Maybe he's changed just to Disc, I don't know. Hope they work on improving in-game map discovery. It would be kind of cool if they just give you like a random map button in-game that anyone can press. Because like you can do it with plugins, but it feels kind of cooler if it's native in-game and console players can have it and everything. Also. Yes, that should be it. Nice, okay. Bit of a throw. Partial throw, but also record. So we take it. So up until this point I thought it was really strong, and then I thought I messed up a bit by going too wide and... My respawn timing was insane, no? This skeet had a better checkpoint, but it's only a matter of like, once the wheel touches the blue, now I can respawn. Wow. So you'd have to beat this run by like getting a faster checkpoint. I don't think you can get a faster respawn. Okay. Kindheitstrauma 2020. Wait, that's legendary. This was one of the first maps? That's actually crazy. This is an iconic full speed map, and they just instantly ported it into the game. This map was built in 2012, I think. The original is called Kindheitstrauma 2012, which means like childhood trauma 2012, German. And I even have some lore on this map, guys, because myself and my friends in 2015, after this map had become really classic among full speed players, we found a big shortcut. And Trackmania leaderboards have never been separated by like shortcut, no shortcut, so after that one, we kinda ruined the leaderboard until the map was updated, so. Yeah, fun seeing this one again. There was a lot of cuts. This comment in YouTube chat saying I always pre-record my streams. Guys, do you know how much effort it would be to pre-record a stream? And if you do pre-record it, to pre-record it like... and then post the entire raw recording, and then out of that make a video? The production pipeline, the logic behind it is very hard to grasp. It just seems like more work for a worse product, worse video. So this is not pre-recorded, safe to say. It's just sometimes on stream you gotta explain things in YouTube voice, because later the stream goes out to YouTube listener. That's the main difference. Also, this is fast. I'd consider this fast. Load there. Oh, beautiful. That is so smooth, actually. Wow. In TMNF, it can be a bit buggy, but this is so smooth. Yeah, beautiful map. Iconic for a reason. We got auto time, and it's over a second behind, but we can check it out. They do speed slide into the first. Speed slide, speed slide. Speed slide left, right. Smooth. Speed slide right, left, right. early jumps. You jump down early here too. This I noticed. And then, yeah. Just smooth. But not that easy. And all that for 100th against Mara. Crazy. Start the timer again. It's been a minute. We again see disc the skeet. And the other day, guys, I went through. This would be really fun to do at one point. Camera. Oh, yeah. So this is ID number 30. We're gonna just redo that and pretend like nothing. Takes a minute to get back into the groove of things. Now we're here. All right, cool. So this is map 51. Built and uploaded in the game. And as you see on the leaderboard, Diskeet is once again rank 1. He has made the journey through all the maps himself, I think. At least the first ones. But you have this guy who streams Trackmania, Lakanta, who's playing all the maps. He's literally trying to finish every single Trackmania map uploaded and posted. And there are about 300,000 now. I'm confused. So 300,000 maps, and he's gotten through 70,000. So here, I got confused by the arrows. Maybe it wasn't just the arrows. What is happening? What is happening on this map? There's a checkpoint there, which... Nah, they've shortcut this map for sure. This mapper has been cooked, I think. Let me look. That's checkpoint 1. Oh. Okay, so I have that one. 2, 3, 4. Okay, well, I think you can just cut right through here. What are your thoughts about the Trackmania 2 cheating? The what now? Oh, the hacking. Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, someone was a little bit naughty on Trackmania 2. They used an exploit to access accounts. Well, it's not fully known if they accessed the original account or spoofed, which is a different thing where you can like pretend, I guess, to be on the account without getting personal information. I don't know if they've confirmed it yet. I do think Nadeo are required to tell, but I mean, I have a pretty good suspicion on who did it. And for one, I don't think they're malicious, but I could be wrong if it is that person. And two, I actually don't think they got access. So I thought I was clever here with my shortcut, but it's not even... I'm missing a checkpoint still. Could it be that this is a checkpoint? Ah, they are linked. Okay. It's just that the finish was further. Such long time resubs. Frosh, thank you as well for the 11 months. Says, can you say hello to my girlfriend? Hello. Frosh's girlfriend. Pleasure to have you both watching. Cool, cool. So now this makes sense. That does mean the one shortcut I found works, but there has to be a better one. Yeah, because this was gold. I'll try my shortcut and then let's be surprised by what they actually do. That might be the way. Wait, okay, well, this works. This works. Let's get the show on the road. That was a simple cut. What did they find though for 26? Completely different checkpoint order. They take that one because the start checkpoint is close to where you go down. So now they're gonna take the start checkpoint and then straight go down. Oh, and that's very cute. That's a very cute strategy. When do you see this? Intentionally crashing the checkpoint to get this like hook to the side. Nice. We're gonna add one to the counter, guys, and go next. And let's go back. Okay, ARPA rank 1 typically means shortcut. ARPA in the chat, hello, hello. ARPA, do you have any non-cut world records? Or should I always assume it's a shortcut when I see you on the list? Because I always do. Your name in my brain just means shortcut. Respectfully, of course. Lots of great finds. Wait, this auto time's kind of strong, no? Here I'm gonna get a what? It's still quite far. Yeah, not fast enough. Yeah, someone has tips for beginners. I would say... I mean, you hear a lot of the same things, but... Number one, don't look at your car. Look at the road ahead. Two, play a lot of different environments and surfaces to get familiar with how the car moves in general. Like on road, you have to steer a lot more than you do on dirt. On ice, it's a mess. On full speed, you gotta be brave. There's a lot of things going on. And over time, you build comfort, and then you find out what you really enjoy, and then you play a lot more of that. You find the one thing you enjoy the most, I think, and try to get good at that, and then by enjoying that, you will automatically also get a lot better at the game overall. Your understanding will deepen. Auto time, we'll take it. Let's see if there's anything genius here. It's a blast. Okay, ARPA is suspiciously far behind, guys. You just know it's gonna be something. He's... Bug slide? Uh-huh. Where's bro going? He's going the wrong way from the last checkpoint. Overwall to finish? As you do. Yeah, as you do. I'm right. I mean, the theory is proven right. When you see this guy's name, you should assume there's a shortcut. Kaisla map. Okay. Kaisla's still mapping to this day. Built a ton of stuff for waypoint mapping. Let's take a look. When does it start? At 9, so that is in 2 hours-ish. Trackmania games. Oh, you definitely want 4th here. I am in the mud with my speed. Yeah, this is a cute map. This I cannot quite place. So it's like, now you'd consider this kind of old school because many people who build dirt don't just use vanilla dirt roads that are in-game. They use their own custom blocks or whatever. And they, you know, don't have corners like this, typically. But it also isn't really copying a style from other games because dirt roads didn't at all used to look like this. Like, outside dirt and the way it's driven now was a very new thing back then. So building a turn like this where it's like, oh, you get up on the outside, that's a little new. Here, I'm not sure what the planned line is because you bounce so hard, but we'll try to understand the mind of Kaisla. There was also a time, like I'd say around 2022, when half the couple of day maps were these bumpy dirt tracks like this, and everyone was really upset in lower divisions and in high divisions because they're just so punishing to drive. It's the type of map where like Elcon and Mime would get a lot of gaps in the qualifier because they were so good at them, but the rest of the field were just suffering. But is this next corner intended outside line, perhaps? If you bump otherwise, you have to do something like that. I don't know, I'm just confused, to be honest. I could not make this map look smooth. Let's see. Neso. Or Nehiso. No snap, no slide yet. Does bump a bit, but it's fine. These records feel really old, though, in the way they're driving. Oh? 4th gear? Oh, no, not 4th, and they just bump. Wow. Release to avoid 4th. Now 4th, okay. Ah, inside. Yeah, I bet someone like Solivagans could beat this by 2 tenths nowadays. 2-3 tenths. Yeah, this is the next one. Okay. This is a banger. I remember this map. Simo 900. So if you don't know Simo, he has a video on his own YouTube channel that's over 2 hours long of all the maps he's ever built, which is 2 hours of just driving. And I remember on the release day of the game, or maybe it was the day after, Simon made a video about this map, and it got a ton of awards and hype, because it's like, whoa, you can really build transitional full speed in this game, and Simo, legendary mapper, is building. And it's just like a basic, well, now we'd call it maybe a basic showcase of what's possible, but it's still really cool. Here I think you have to hit the hill. There's something like this going on. A bit scared of clipping. And then drop down onto this and finish. Also, yo, the Skeets. Nice to see you again. Virtual, I like to watch your videos while trying to sleep. We can't have that. We can't have that. We need engagement. I want whoever edits this to put like really loud, epic, hype montage music right now to wake up the sleepers. Wake up! You can be asleep for a lot, but not Simo's first map in TM 2020. What are you doing? You're missing out. Look at this beauty. It might not look like much, but it's honest work. Average watch time goes through the roof with sleepers. I suspect YouTube actually knows they're asleep. I suspect it. Maybe not. But like sometimes I've left my PC on overnight and it's been playing a bunch of music, and I wake up on some random thing, right? Which I'd never listen to otherwise. But then even though I've listened to an entire playlist of that, I don't get those songs or playlists recommended afterwards. It's like it knows. I don't know. A little mysterious. So I think that's how you have to take that transition, and then... Fantastic. Skill issued on aiming the finish. I'm 1 second behind. We had some full speed author medals that were tough, but... yeah, this could be harder. Because on transitional maps, there's often not a lot of time to gain. Like, it requires getting all transitions clean, and look, like, his author time is almost top 5 world. Bro, I cheer-read it. You gave 5 bits, bro. Respectfully, thank you. But that is like, I don't know how to explain it. 5 bits. I'm not ungrateful, of course. If everyone gave me 5 bits, I'd be Jeff Bezos, but that isn't happening. Maybe it's not happening because I'm ungrateful. Maybe, Tom, if I was, I am grateful. Thank you for the 5 bits. 500 bits from Virtual, that is a lot better. Thank you. And Musmus with 800 bits. Yes, my attention just cost a little bit more than 5 bits. Rooster with 1,500 bits, bro. Lamau, he says. Thank you. Yeah, Lamau. Sorry. Sorry to Tom. But thank you, Rooster. I was gonna say, I finished watching Game of Thrones Season 8. They still didn't do a great job, but you know, it was less bad on a rewatch. The ending itself isn't bad. It is the lead up to the ending. If you want to have a plot twist in a story or a plot twist in a movie, or you have to make it work by sort of building up to it without the audience, well, seeing it coming, without them seeing it coming, but when it happens, realizing, oh, that makes sense, you know? And that's what they need to get better. Also, author time. How on earth did Neon do a 55 here? That's an unreal time. Oh, he got 4th gear before. How did he get 4th gear there? Wow. It's a gear difference. Oh, this is absurd speed. It's not even that clean. but the speed he has is crazy. Any Trackmania news? In 3 days we have a new season and a new update. Rumor has it there will be racing going on before and after the update. Is this the path? Okay, one shot the author time. This map was published 6 years ago and could be a weekly short, to be honest. Very basic though. Go, next one. Let's try this. Does it work, or is this map just broken? Yeah, works, okay. No. Oh no, Vincent! Vincent, why? Oh, this is the most unfortunate thing. He placed an ice block into boosters, and this is a very known bug that was only existing for the first weeks of the game, and then not ever since. So this is outright unbeatable. Yeah, you used to get crazy speed from the booster. I can maybe show you. J'aime la vitesse, or J'aime la vitesse. I love speed, maybe that's his name. Dragon eat it? Yeah, you could. Do I have time for that though? No. But you absolutely could. So, okay. I would have played this, but we have to go next. Vincent, bro, why is there an ice block before your booster? It makes no sense. We have a no spug map as the next one. Wait, it has to be press forward. But does it line up? I fear that the press forward here is broken, but I'm not sure. There's a chance this was at one point in time a press forward start. But I'm gonna rotation cancel. What's the first unbeatable map? That was the one that we just saw. I thought there was no way there would be anything broken by physics. But yeah, there it is. Okay. 11:27 author time? I'm a bit scared for this map too if our goal is to beat author time. Because here you'd need a very specific no spug that goes to the finish. It's not enough to just no spug. We're gonna watch the records. The press forward is different. Oh lord, we have a problem. Wait, when did they ever change like the speed you get from a red booster? Like, you see this every record? I'm somehow faster than these old records. They get a very different rotation. And it's even more difficult because the rotation they get has you landing on the front right tire first. It's not enough to land straight on your nose. Like, you need an angle towards the finish. But yeah, I think I'm gonna cut myself some slack on this one and not spend 2 hours trying to replicate a no-spug setup into another no-spug when it doesn't work. Keck A01. That can't be right. Wait, Secret Records. He posted this map on the 1st of July, and then it seems he made the leaderboard secret? Because, like, there's records on here from 6 years ago. Wait, why did bro make the leaderboard secret, like, 6 years later? Because he could, I suppose. I suppose. Definitely a wallbang end. Did the bobsled plus booster give up? Yeah, so any surface where you had icy tires and you drove on a regular booster would be giga speed in the past. But icy tires on icy booster wasn't, so this map is not affected by pre-patch. That's why it's so bizarre that this one guy earlier, Vincent, placed the exact worst block. He placed one block of ice before the booster as some kind of profit. when it didn't make any sense to do so. Or maybe you could argue Vincent knew that interaction would give more speed. Somehow he found out and built that. Make it, yeah. I'll take it. Unfortunately, we can't watch world record. Disky, do you want to leak what your time is here for the curious minds? I'm guessing 1700. 1685. Jesus. Wait, I've played this. Do I remember? Not a chance. Or? I typically remember if I played something, and I seem to have a good time here. Guys, I gotta see when this PB is from. I think maybe 2021. I have no idea what this is. 3 years ago. June 2023. Yeah, no memory. But it must be RMC. I played a lot of random map challenge then. And sometimes you just roll ID number 53. Yeah, this looks like a hard author time too. I suppose I'll have to re-beat it. The people back then, I mean, when this map released, it wasn't really known or at all how to drive sausage blocks, for example. But they were new and interesting to use in your maps. Ice slides also were not understood, let's remember. Yeah, so still getting like a 30:02 author time is very impressive. Ubisoft has been bad for more than 5 years, in your opinion? Yeah. Unfortunately, it's like, well, you could say we can be grateful for Ubisoft because without Ubisoft, I think Trackmania would have died as a franchise around 2010. Nadeo did not make enough money to keep the lights on back then. But they were acquired by Ubisoft and have kept the lights on since, so we can thank Ubisoft for that. But clearly, we need Ubisoft to recognize that Trackmania is one of their actual best games. It really is. Like the recognition Trackmania has and the association and everything, right? Like it's a game people really enjoy. It's a huge franchise. Maybe not as huge as your Assassin's Creeds and what have you, but if they're losing that footing to stand on soon, which it seems like they are, we should welcome them to invest more resources into Trackmania. Our beloved. +1. Alright, let's continue. Eternity Short number 2. As we know, there's a lot of maps from the same mappers that quickly got into the map editor and published their crafts, but this style is so TMNF coded. You would never really see anyone build like this nowadays. If they build a tech map, it's like in the sky with these custom roads and everything. This is just old school. I think even if you don't play a lot of Trackmania, you can tell that this is old. It has a very old aesthetic. Maybe you just passively been watching, you can tell. February is gonna be such a good month, I agree, yeah. I'm excited for it. You guys are excited for Winter Olympics? Oh, me too, me too. I think Norway can do pretty well there. We have some good athletes. Can you leak the new Bro, last time I played this, the new update wasn't even out. Bro, my previous recording is from the Stone Age. Can you leak the new update? I just realized how long ago it is. Was it really January 23rd last I did this? So, go change shirt. That's actually very funny. Alright, guys. January 23rd, is it? Wait, my hair! Uh-oh. Oh, that's just not gonna work, is it? Yeah, this is gonna be a... Damn. Get a wig. Well, that's gonna be even more suspicious. By the way, Wirtual, I love the haircut. This is just how my hair looks. I haven't done anything with it. It's just how it looks. It does that sometimes. We beat the author time with a 9th place. The Skeet with a 656. We can watch it real quick. I'm expecting just slightly better lines throughout. When's the new update? Oh, it's the January 27th. Yeah, way more speed here. How do they take the downhill? Oh. Still keeping grip. Nice. Cool. Let's go to the next map. 57. And I'm gonna update the text. 74 maps beaten, guys. Let's speedrun these last ones. The Light of My Life. This looks cute. I was about to say it looks like another map we played earlier, but all these first maps do have that kind of similar look with just a lot of roads and not so much scenery. And this isn't really the mapper's fault, but they just didn't have that many scenery blocks to use. Very awkward map, I gotta say. UD line, if you're watching this, I mean no disrespect to roast your map 6 years after you made it, but this is a overcooked dish. Is that a bug slide? That could be a bug slide. Maybe it's cool. I take it back. I might need to do one more test run, guys. Kept 3rd gear. That's a win. 1 second ahead. 4th gear before the jump. It makes sense. UD line knew what they were doing. They did know. And? I mean, there's gotta be something here, right? Maybe a little cheeky? I think that's slower. Like, the uphill is so long. Maybe it really does release. Yeah, it seems to line up on pace. Okay. Where can one play the alpha campaign? Spike, it's in the game. It's called Spring 2020. That's what they've called it. Oh, good time. Alright, the Skeet is, again, quite far ahead. We can take a look. I like this one more after a couple of runs. It was awkward at first, but it definitely improved with a few more attempts. Oh, that looks awkward. I don't think the Skeet had to work very hard for this one. I think this was a quick... Ah! Now that line I don't like. I think that was slower. Guys, I know if we keep doing this, we'll never finish the project. But one more. I don't think I'll hunt this one. No, it's always how it starts. Oh, I'm not addicted. I could quit when I want. Yeah, this one's just not my style. I mean, what a strange map. And then you start appreciating the strangeness of it. It's a slippery slope, guys. Have you guys had that experience when you start playing Trackmania and you're like, oh man, I don't really care if I beat the gold medal on this map. I really don't. I could quit when I want. And suddenly it's like 5 AM. Your eyes are red. You hear the 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. Start simulator. Trying to get a perfect start to beat the gold medal. One more, you tell yourself, and then I'll quit. Okay, just 5 more minutes. I mean, I can see it right there. I'm gonna beat it. I have the pace. We are all quite similar, I think, in that. Ow, that was a slow end. 3rd. Are these the first 100 maps, the classics of TM 2020? We do need classic maps, Carlberg. We do. I don't think there's any on Trackmania Exchange yet, but you know, in 2008 on Trackmania Exchange, they were already adding classics. Every year. Why they haven't done that for this game, I don't know. You can't call something a classic just because it got uploaded early. but you call it a classic if it was ahead of its time in some regard, I think. That should be world record pace. Definitely should have eaten some sand. Nice. All right, now we can go next. Sorry, you the line about my roast. I hope you appreciate my record. LOL Sport. LOL Sport. Okay, this name might not ring any bells for you guys, but let me tell you, this guy's a legend. He is the player with the most Trackmania maps ever built. I can say that with confidence. He started making maps in 2015, and in Trackmania Nations Forever, he has made 13,500 tracks. And for a while, he was averaging something like 5 tracks a day for many years in a row. And you know, you have all these accounts that post like, Trackmania Nadeo map, but even those people spamming maps have not overtaken LOL Sport in total Trackmania maps. It is so crazy. It is so crazy. Now, I will say, in order to build 13,000 maps, a lot of them end up looking like this. Very simple maps. But people appreciate the style a lot. People, like LOL Sport in Nations Forever is a style. This guy has his own map style. They're the short, simple hunting maps. We get first try auto time. You wonder if he ever made a map twice? Yeah. Just like accidentally built the same thing. A lot of them are quite similar. Jerka with the world record. Oh, is that old bobsleigh? I mean, it would make sense for the map, but is that 2020 bobsleigh physics? July 2021, the world record. That is before any ice changes, I think, yeah? So very old records here. Cool. LOL Sport 2. It would not surprise me, guys, if the rest of this is all LOL Sport. This guy's mapping efficiency is unmatched. I mean, he is busy at work. What was the major change in bobsleigh? Well, bobsleigh used to have properties similar to speed sliding in full speed, where above, I don't remember, but above like 400 speed, steering certain percentages, depending on your speed, was very fast. Had a bit of experience with that in 2022, and Adeo didn't like that and eventually made a change which fixed that, you could say. It wasn't always 34%, but it just so happened to work very well for Midori, which was a famous bobsleigh map at the time. Dude, 12.1 here is completely mental. Is it just more speed? I'm clueless. 12.1? Ah, they do that. Okay, they just jump past the corner. Okay, that was silly of me. But we beat the author time. Let's go next. I'm assuming LOL Sport number 3 is awaiting us. We have a short trial. Welcome to Trackmania with a 6-minute author time. Okay. You know, I think what Hephaestus did here, it's not Hephaest, but Hephaestus did, is he made this, put it on map review, got 1 star and never looked back. I built a map on the first day of the game as well. I called it Ice Climbers. It looked a bit similar to this, and it got 1.3 stars on map review. That's my current favorite style. I mean, it's hard to like describe exactly, but obstacle things, shortcut things. Backwards I like, but rarely play. Ice, just the weird things. Am I this washed? Or is it actually hard? I suppose you can stop on the block. You met me 1 year ago at Red Bull Faster. Any plans for more? It would be so nice if they want to do another event. But, I mean, it probably was an event they ran at a loss last time. Red Bull do run a lot of things at a loss. They're awesome for that, but yeah, it's hard to be able to say if they want to do another. Pre-patch gravity. Okay, let's not choke this. Surely. Never mind. Not even close. The jump just didn't work. Will there ever be another Trackmania game released? I hope so, but I don't hope it I hope it doesn't overtake this one as being the main Trackmania. I think with the subscription model, this one will always be the main Trackmania, but maybe they could do like Trackmania Mobile, Trackmania Switch or something. You know? Like for people on different devices. We make it. What the? Okay. I see you. First day, by the way, of the game. That's pretty cool. Like, this was the first thing bro did in the map editor. Having seen nothing else, he's just like, oh, I want that. Okay. We have to fly here, I'm guessing. Why am I not making it there? Sorry, guys. Now. But I mean, there has to be a easier way to do this, sir. A green reactor? Actually, probably not. Like, this one doesn't climb. This reactor. And then... Whoa, the speed check. Okay. I mean... Huh? I think you have to clip. But it won't get you high enough. Aha. Aha. Still pretty hard, but we have something. Do we beat author time here, guys? That's the question. We have 3 minutes. Oh. I had an idea that you could ramp cut the end if you had low speed. I'm hoping I won't need to. That was in 49 respawns. But Bones TM. Not only with a one-shot, but like a clean one-shot. Oh, no Nick jumped in the triangle as well. Bones though landing clean and then just... Yup. Ooh! This is cool. Is there any way to see what map, like, how many stars this map has on map review? No? Sad. To complete that story, let me find my map, guys. So, Ice Climbers, one guy thought it was 5 stars, that might have been myself. Then it had 1 2-star rating and 16 1-star rating. Not great, not great, I'll admit. So this is the first day of the game, right? And leading up to the release of the game, we thought that overwalls, climbing over the road borders, looked impossible. Because in Trackmania Nations Forever, they were rounded. Here they're flat. Looks impossible to climb. On release day, I discovered that's not true. You actually can climb the walls, although it's pretty hard. So you have to drift into the wall and then, like, force the wheel up and then get over the wall. Now, this is already pretty hard to do. But on release day, when people were not used to the game at all, this was an absolutely terrible map. So I think experience has made us wiser and people would be better at this now. I'll let past myself show it here. 1 hidden gem track of the day, yeah. So you'd climb like this. And then here, this one is pretty cool. You can full speed into this one, jump. And then at the end of the map, you had this to get back to the start. I mean, banger map, banger map. NASCAR 001 by Dadfure. I gotta say, for a username, there are better selections. I know he probably just means like the pilot, the racer, but Dadfure, I'm thinking other things. Some other associations are made. This looks rather pleasant though. For first day, this is really good, no? Like, NASCAR is a simple track style, but it's not that easy to just hammer one of these out. Wasn't this? Oh yeah, now to the finish. And is it auto time? Yep. Just a bit slow everywhere, but cool map. Let's go next. What's the point of placing 2 checkpoints one after another? There is no point. It's just something NASCAR mappers have done for years. NASCAR 002. It's almost a signature that you're playing a NASCAR map, as if it has 2 checkpoints in a row. Another easy auto time here, and if you haven't figured it out yet, I am not looking too much to hunt the NASCAR map. I'm happy to check them out, but NASCAR maps, my brain doesn't immediately go, oh, let me try 10 more times. Wait, ooh, pretty tense turns. So yeah, very similar to the other one, but 3 laps instead of 2. And the style is all about like, how much do you dare to risk through the turns? If you were to full speed through all that, you'd be very quick onto this. And this run might look alright, like it might look decent because I haven't crashed. But I've lost many seconds in not committing full speed. So it's barely auto timing. 4 seconds behind world record. Alright guys, this is map 6-7. This is the 67th map uploaded to Trackmania Exchange. And it's NASCAR 003. Interesting. How did he build 3 in a row and get them up that early? 38th, another NASCAR map beaten. Map 68, and then I'm gonna need your full attention for the one after this. NASCAR 004. Bro, this guy went to work. I've played this? It must be RMC. It is 9th. Cool. 69 is the next map. Is it NASCAR 005? It is. It is. Damn. This guy claiming all the meme numbers to himself. He got number 67 and 69. 7. Oh, I am at the edge of my seat right now. I'm at the edge of my seat as we type in the next map ID. Wait, is there an error? I typed wrong, of course. NASCAR 009. We're not done yet. I saw someone type, yes! Immediately followed by no. This had to backtrack and check. Yeah, there was a NASCAR 009. But then it seems like this is the last one. Yeah, okay. Okay, we make it. Bordering on 10 hours for all this. 74. Alright, Pearl Jam is the next map. And it seems like we have played the last NASCAR map. Now this author time might be the slowest I've seen in proportion to world record. I wonder if that was on purpose. Like, this idea of setting really strong author medals wasn't really something people did back in the day. It wasn't like something people too much strived for on user-made maps or mappers tried to make difficult. It kind of started being the meta more with Track of the Days. But yeah, I'm guessing here the problem for the mapper was the ice, honestly. He placed ice and didn't yet know how ice worked because it was launch day. And this is like the most ice we've seen on a map. Man, it would be so cool to see the author ghost. Oh, it would be so cool. Does anyone know how to extract the validation ghost? Because then you could see, like, how a guy on day 1 of Trackmania handled ice. Like, just think about it, right? This completely unintuitive surface. There's no guides online. There's no tutorial in-game to teach you how to do it. It's just, here's the surface. And we've not seen any other maps with this much. Yeah, if someone knows, please help a brother out. Yeah, so here you would just ice slide. I was gonna say the entire way, but maybe you just do that. Ow. I'll take that. Run. Hopefully it'll be quick now that we're done with all the NASCAR stuff, guys. Oh boy. Oh boy. Someone said NASCAR 10 was the last one. Let's hope it indeed was. That's map 92. Short grass slide, perfect. Although, you should know here, Nursens is a very good grass slider. One of the best in the world, in fact, at bug sliding, grass sliding. You can tell he's OG because he called it grass slide, but I don't know how good he was in 2020. Wait, 13.3 is insane. What? Okay, did we go around the pillar? That was way too slow. Wonder if they, like, did some triangle thing. I don't think it's that fast because you don't have the line afterwards. But there's probably some lucky touches you can get and stuff to gain time. Like, this is a map I'm very curious to see the records on. Maybe you slam into the back wall there for some extra gains. Oh, it wasn't that bad. Okay. I'm happy to get author time 1 second behind Bat Cave. They air brake to get this type of bug slide. One does the slam, just GDS. Ooh. What a line there, though. Nice run. Trackmania Map. Wait, this is so stacked. Novice on the leaderboard. Musta Scrappy. Were they just starved for tech maps to play on the first day? Maybe. It does bear traits of old school, this map. Carian as well, yeah. Zarox, I'm not too familiar with, but I'm guessing French tech player. Crazy. That was author time. I'll do one more run. Oh, I vaguely, very vaguely, guys, think I remember watching Scrappy hunt this on stream. It's funny though, there's a lot of things on this map that I've seen on other maps, but evidently they came after him. Wait, can you cut? I'd almost think that's faster. With 1,400 players, surely someone else has that. If it is indeed faster. Surely. Hang on. He could do full speed grip though on the wide line. I'm skeptical. The thing is that you're very, like, awkward in the moment you get 4th gear here with this line compared to normal. If you could get it in a very clean way, I actually think it would be no doubt faster. Now I don't know. Let's see. Is it better? Not very impressive. Not very impressive. Alright, ID 78 is next, I think. My first track by M-Guy. I've played it. I played a surprising amount of these. Wait, I even have a visible PB ghost? Was this in like a bingo or something? The players on the leaderboard here make me think this is a bingo game. Or RMC. It could be RMC. Like October RMC challenge. And I remember it had a pretty strong author time. I beat it. October 29, 2025. Yeah, October RMC stuff. Wow. So not only was this his first map, but one of the first 100. Interesting. 81. GCN Waluigi Stadium. This is the... What is this leaderboard? This must have been a bug at one point. What? So both 200,000 players, because it was in an online server, I'm guessing, but also... There must have been a bug at some point in the game's history where they all could just drive over the finish line and skip the checkpoints. It's impressive to try to remake Waluigi Stadium in the first hours of the game. It does look a little chopped, I must say, but I can see that the track layout is there. Anna, thank you for the raid. I am almost done with what I'm doing, playing the first 100 maps. I hope you had a great stream. So sad you missed the weekly grand. Yeah, it was good. Okay, I'm still far down the leaderboard. What's happened here though? I mean, we gotta investigate this ever so slightly. I'm expecting that the records are all gonna be on the same day. What? There's so many! How many are there? We are not getting outskilled here, guys. This is the most amount of world record ties I've ever seen. 431 people have a perfect press forward run. The last one happened July 29th at 1:31 p.m. The first one, July 28th at 2 p.m. So they had about 1 day to do this before I'm assuming it got patched out. Okay, we're gonna change map. This is the last map, guys. Oh, it's loading. Is it gonna be the same thing? Definitely something bugged here. Kalimari Desert from the N64. Did he add the train track? Is that? Yeah, this is the train track. Okay. I can't remember that it has an uphill. Oh, and then it goes around. Yeah, so 22. I think it's the same bug. No disrespect to the leaderboard here, but I suspect that it's a bug. But guys, we're coming up on time. There we are, done with the first 100 maps. Let me know if you enjoyed that. I know this video was a bit longer than usual, maybe a bit less standard, but still fun to do things like this and talk about Trackmania history. And there are so many more maps. That was 100, and there are about 290,000 left to go, so plenty more to play. Thank you for watching, YouTube. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye, YouTube. Bye-bye, friends. Everyone saying bye in chat. You can say bye in the comments if you want. Thank you for watching. See you guys. Take care.